happy afternoon, student. Here the next type of question is short answer. First question, what are secondary sources? Question tag, state hygiene principle. This is the straightforward question. Therefore solution, secondary sources are those sources that don't produce light of their own but receive light from some other source and either reflect or scatter it around. Examples, the moon, the planets and objects. Then statement of Huygens principle. Each point on a wavefront acts as a secondary source of light, emitting secondary light waves called wavelets in all directions, which travel with speed of light in the medium. The new wavefront can be obtained by taking the envelope of these secondary wavelets traveling in the forward direction and is thus the envelope of secondary wavelets in forwarding direction. The wavelets traveling in the backward directions are ineffective. Okay, की प्रायमरी वेवफ्रंट वरचा प्रत्येक पॉइंट हा सेकंडरी सोर्स म्हणून ऍक्ट होईल. व्हॉट इज द फंक्शन ऑफ सेकंडरी सोर्स? इट इमिट्स द सेकंडरी वेव्स and the envelope of all these secondary waves form a new wavefront called as a secondary wavefront. Okay, and the secondary waves are also called as a wavelets, and these secondary wavefront traveling in the backward direction are ineffective. Next is the problem. A plane wavefront of light of wavelength 5000 angstrom unit is incident on two slits in a screen perpendicular to the direction of light rays. If the total separation of 10 bright fringes on a screen 2 meter away is 2 centimeter, find the distance between the slit. Here in this problem we have given the lambda wavelength of the light waves. It is 5500 angstrom unit. Therefore convert it into meter. Therefore it becomes 5500 into 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Capital D means the distance between the source and the screen is 2 meter. Distance between the 10 fringes is 2 centimeter and therefore it becomes the 0.02 meter. Fringe width W is equal to the 0.02 upon 10 and therefore it becomes 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. Then the formula, it is straightforward formula. Fringe width W is equal to the lambda D upon small d. Here we have to find out the distance between the two slits. Distance between the two slits is small d and therefore formula becomes the 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 is equal to the 5500 into 10 raised to minus 10 into 2 upon the 2 into 10 raised to small d. Therefore small d is equal to the 5.5 into 10 raised to minus 7 into 2 upon 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 and therefore distance between the two slit is 5.5 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter. Not necessary to use the log table. Okay, next. State any four conditions for obtaining the well defined and steady interference pattern. जो काही इंटरफरन्स पॅटर्न आहे तो काय पाहिजे? वेल डिफाईन पाहिजे आणि स्टेडी पाहिजे. त्यासाठी काही कंडिशन्स आहे. इन ऑल टोटल्स देअर आर द 8 कंडिशन्स. वी हॅव टू राईट द एनी 4 कंडिशन्स. फर्स्ट वन, द टू सोर्सेस ऑफ लाईट मस्ट बी कोहरंट. नेक्स्ट, द टू सोर्सेस ऑफ द लाईट मस्ट बी मोनोक्रोमॅटिक, मीन्स इट प्रोड्युसेस द लाईट ऑफ सिंगल वेवलेंथ. Next one, the two interfering waves must have the same amplitude. दोन्ही लाईट वेव्हचे अँप्लिट्यूड काय पाहिजे, सेम पाहिजे, तरच आपल्याला स्टेडी इंटरफरन्स पॅटर्न हा मिळणार आहे. Then next, the separation between the two slits small d must be small in comparison to the distance between the plane containing the slits and the observing screen capital D. Okay, the D should be very small as compared to the capital D. Capital D means distance between the screen and source. Next, the two slits must be narrow. दोन्ही स्लिट ह्या काय पाहिजे, नॅरो पाहिजे, त्या वाईड नको आहेत. ओके, नेक्स्ट वन, द टू वेव्स शुड बी इन द सेम स्टेट ऑफ पोलरायझेशन. त्यांची जी काही स्टेट आहे पोलरायझेशनची ती सुद्धा काय पाहिजे, सेम पाहिजे. नेक्स्ट वन, ड्रॉ द नेट लेबल रे डायग्राम ऑफ द फ्रेस्नेल बायप्रिझम एक्सपेरिमेंट शोइंग द region ऑफ इंटरफरन्स. Here we have to draw the ray diagram for Fresnel biprism experiment. Okay, here is the ray diagram of Fresnel biprism experiment. This D is the distance between the S1 and S2. This S1 and S2 are the two coherent sources. This is the biprism. You know what do you mean by biprism. And here we get the region of interference. Capital R म्हटलं तरी चालेल त्याला. Okay, and therefore region of interference consists of, it is the combination of alternate dark and bright band. And here B is nothing but a biprism. Okay, therefore we have to draw the well labeled ray diagram of a Fresnel biprism experiment. Okay, ray diagram is for 1 mark and 1 mark is for labeling. Next one, what is the difference between Fresnel and Fraunhofer diffraction? You know what do you mean by diffraction? There are the two types of diffraction, Fresnel diffraction and Fraunhofer diffraction. Therefore, what is the difference? Simply we have to write the difference. First difference point, the source of light and screen is kept at a finite distance. The distance between the source and screen is a finite in Fresnel diffraction. And in Fraunhofer diffraction, the source of light and screen is at a infinite distance. Then second point, spherical or cylindrical wavefront are considered. As the source is at a finite distance, there should be the wavefront should be the spherical or cylindrical. And if the source is at an infinite distance, the plane wavefront are considered. Therefore, second point should be the spherical or cylindrical wavefront are considered, and only the plane wavefront are considered. Third point, it is observed in straight edge and narrow slit. फ्रेस्नेल डिफ्रॅक्शन हे तुम्हाला स्ट्रेट एजला म्हणजे जिथं स्ट्रेट कडा आहे आणि नॅरो स्लिट आहे तिथंच फ्रेस्नेल डिफ्रॅक्शन तुम्हाला मिळणार आहे, ऑब्झर्व होणार आहे. अँड इट इज ऑब्झर्व इन द सिंगल स्लिट अँड डबल स्लिट एक्सेट्रा. फ्रॉनहोफर डिफ्रॅक्शन इज ऑब्झर्व इन ए सिंगल स्लिट अँड डबल स्लिट. Then fourth point, lenses are not used in Fresnel diffraction. There is not the lenses, and in Fraunhofer diffraction convex lenses are used. These are the distinguishable point between Fresnel and Fraunhofer diffraction. Then question number 7, compare the Young's double slit interference pattern and single slit diffraction pattern. This is the difference between interference and diffraction. What is the fringe width of interference? W is equal to the lambda d upon small d. Here fringe width is W is equal to the lambda d upon A except for the central bright fringe. Then phase difference phi between the extreme rays is n into 2 pi. Here phase difference phi between the extreme rays is n plus 1/2 into the 2 pi or 2n plus 1 pi. Then angular position theta is equal to the n lambda upon d. Here the angular position theta is equal to the n plus 1/2 into the lambda by a, or 2n plus 1 upon 2a into the lambda. Then path difference is equal to the n lambda. Here the path difference del I between the extreme rays is equal to the n lambda. Then last point of comparison is distance from the central bright spot y is equal to the n lambda d upon d is equal to the n into the w. W is here the fringe width. Here distance from the central bright spot y is equal to the n plus 1/2 lambda d upon a is equal to the n plus 1/2 into the w. Okay, all these are the comparative points between the interference and diffraction. Okay, you should know this and it is very important. And last question, white light consists of wavelength from 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer. What will be the wavelength range seen when white light is passed through a glass of refractive index 1.55? White light consists of the two wavelength 400 nanometer to the 700 nanometer. Therefore, lambda 1 and lambda 2 be the wavelength of light in water for 400 nanometer and 700 nanometer in vacuum respectively. Let lambda a be the wavelength of light in vacuum. Therefore, lambda 1 is equal to the, lambda 1 means wavelength of light in water is equal to the lambda a upon n. What is the lambda a here? 400 nanometer. Convert it into meter. Therefore 400 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter upon n is, n म्हणजे here refractive index 1.55, and therefore answer become 258.06 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Similarly, lambda 2. What is lambda 2? Lambda 2 is the wavelength of light in vacuum. It is equal to the lambda a means wavelength of light in vacuum upon the n means refractive index. Therefore, it becomes 700 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter upon 1.55, which is equal to the 451.61 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter, or it is equal to the 451.61 nanometer. Okay, in this way you can solve the numerical also. न्यूमरिकल प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व करण्यासाठी तुम्हाला प्रॅक्टिस ही अतिशय महत्त्वाची आहे. जी काही तुम्हाला सोल्युशन बँक दिलेली आहे, PDF दिलेली आहे बोर्डाने, त्यामधले सर्व प्रॉब्लेम्स हे तुम्ही करून ठेवायचे आहेत. ओके, देअरफॉर लेट अस स्टॉप हिअर. थँक यू.